on the video when it's posted, but just I like to get consent, so just letting people
And that's
know
all the people in the waiting room will be able to play along with us after.
Well, you know, Sue and Mark, you're not just uniting your community, you're uniting the country and North America, especially if there's somebody from Connecticut.
Thanks, Ellen.
No pressure, eh?
No. Okay, well, we're sure to have plenty of shenanigans and definitely gaffes tonight. There will be gaffes.
Yes.
As always, messy music. So, hello, Buzz. Hello. I think the way you say it in Irish is Giadich. Everybody. We're going to start with a song called Doon in the Wee Room. Now, this is not an Irish song, although you might get some Irish and Scottish people arguing about that. But the Wee Room was a song that was about Quinn's Bar in Glasgow, Scotland, which no longer exists. But we really needed to take this song and make it our own, because at BUG, we play in a wee room. Well, it's not so wee. It holds about 100 people. We won't go into that. But it holds at least 86 officially. And Doon in the Wee Room, we're underneath the stair. There is no elevator. There's no way of getting to our wee room at the Clock Tower Pub except by coming down the stairs. So we always start out our kitchen party night with Doon in the Wee Room. Ready?
Oh, we're ready to go here, are we? Yeah. Okay.
1, 2, 1, 2. Doon in the wee room underneath the stair. Everybody's happy, everybody's there. We're all playing ukulele, each one in his chair. Doon in the wee room underneath the stair. When you're tired and weary and you're feeling blue, don't give way to sorrow, we'll tell you what to do. Just take a trip to Ottawa, find the clock tower there, and go down to the wee room underneath the stair. Doon in the wee room underneath the stair. Everybody's happy, everybody's there. We're all playing ukulele, each one in his chair. Doon in the wee room underneath the stair. If you play ukulele and want to have some cheer, take a trip to the clock tower and order up a beer. Have yourself a bevy, give yourself a cheer. Doon in the wee room underneath the stair. Everybody! Doon in the wee room underneath the stair. Everybody's happy, everybody's there. We're all playing ukulele, each one in his chair. Doon in the wee room underneath the stair. When I'm old and feeble and me bones are getting set, I'll no get cross and cranky like other people get. I'm saving up my bobbies to buy a hurley chair, to take me to the wee room underneath the stair. Everyone down in the wee room underneath the stair. Everybody's happy, everybody's there. We're all playing ukulele, each one in his chair. Doon in the wee room underneath the stair. Doon in the wee room underneath the stair. All the bugs are happy and everybody's there. We're playing ukulele, each one in his chair. Doon in the wee room underneath the stair. Woo!
All right.
That was fabulous.
It's great.
Wonderful. Good way to start.
It's a great wee song you sang.
Can you hear everything okay?
Yes.
Yep.
Hear the
Very
bass?
good. Very good.
Okay.
8-string, Mark.
So,
Yeah.
What you heard, Mark was playing for a little, he was playing his uBass for the bass, and he was playing on the melodeon, and you'll hear that again later. I was using my concert uke, and right now I'm going to use my 8-string, only 8. And it's just a bit of a different sound. I don't use it all that often, but it makes a pretty sound.
Yep.
So we're going to do Black Velvet Band.
No.
This was a request. We asked people for requests, and this was a request by Susie, I believe. And of course, Claude and Ushi always sing this one too. So here we go. When you see the 6/8 time in between the bar lines there, it means that this song is counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I'm not going to be tapping my toe like that. I'm not going to be tapping my toe that fast. So what you end up doing is actually only tapping your toe for 2 beats. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you'll hear me count the song in the intro in 2, okay? But the feel is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All righty.
For those of you that are new joining us for the first time tonight, in the last song at the very end, you probably saw a couple down arrows. There's going to be a down arrow at the end of this song too. And in other songs, you may see the down arrows in the middle of the song. It's to give it some punch. So in the last song, if you just followed the down arrows and gave it one stroke, we all ended beautifully. It sounded wonderful. So you'll see that's what those down arrows are for. It's just one down stroke, and you don't play until the next chord comes along.
Okay, here we go. Black Velvet Band. A 1, 2, 1, 2. In a neat little town they call Belfast, apprentice to trade I was bound, and many an hour of sweet happiness I spent in that neat little town, till bad misfortune came o'er me and caused me to stray from the land, far away from me friends and relations, betrayed by the Black Velvet Band. Everyone! Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Well, I was out strolling one evening, not meaning to go very far, when I met with a fickle-some damsel. She was selling her trade in the bar, when a watch she took from a customer and slipped it right into me hand. Then the law came and put me in prison. Bad luck to her black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. This morning before judge and jury, for trial I had to appear. Then the judge, he says, me young fellow, the case against you is quite clear, and 7 long years is your sentence. You're going to Van Diemen's Land, far away from your friends and relations, betrayed by the Black Velvet Band. Her eyes,
eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land.
And her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. So come on, ye young fellas, willows, I'll have you take warning by me. And whenever you're out on the liquor, me lads, beware of the pretty colleens. For they'll fill you with whiskey and porter till you are not able to stand. And the very next thing that you know, me lads, you've landed in Van Diemen's Land. Sing out!
Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds.
You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band.
Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of
the land. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band.
Yay! Another good one.
So that was on an 8-string.
Oh, yeah, we did it.
I like your hat, Mark. Looks really good.
Like that?
Yeah, I think that's very cool.
We got that in Newfoundland.
We bought that
when
in
we were out
Newfoundland,
there.
yeah. Someone was making them by the
Oh,
side.
yay for Newfoundland.
I'm moving back to Newfoundland.
Where are you really? Where to?
Moving to a place called Port Blandford.
Port Blandford.
Yes.
I'm St. John's girl.
Yes, it's about 2 hours west of St. John's.
Oh,
Yeah. Leaving on the 1st of May.
leave it. Oh gosh, I wish I was going with you.
Since
Yeah.
Dave mentioned about my
Looking
hat,
forward to it. Yeah.
since Dave mentioned about my hat, just a quick reminder that we're putting an order in for some caps, and if you want to get a cap, it's going to have this is from the Ottawa Folk Festival, but we're going to have Bytown Ukulele Group on the front of it here, and they're available in about 11 different colors, and you can follow the links on the website and on there. Putting the order in, probably the artwork has been finished, and they're just digitizing it right now, and we'll be putting the order in on Monday for hats,
Yeah.
caps.
So t-shirts and hats. It's then when we go out to events and playing out in the community, it's kind of fun to have ourselves with our t-shirts. And if we're in the sun now, we can have hats that we can wear if we want with Bytown Ukulele on it.
These are nice hats. They fit really nice.
Yeah. Okay. Lovely.
Like
darling.
it?
Yes. The next song. Next song is Brennan On The Moor. The most popular Irish highwayman since the second half of the 19th century was William Brennan, who is immortalized in this ballad, Brennan on the Moor. Not much is known about him except legends, but this song has survived. They do know that he was a farm laborer who, having robbed a British Army officer for a dare, had to flee to the Kilworth Mountains and the roads of North Cork and southern Tipperary. Following his capture, he was tried at Clonmel and hanged in the year 1804. Broadsheets were printed in Cork circa 1850, and the song soon appeared and spread to England, Scotland, and North America. The 10-pence or 10-penny mentioned in the song was a small musket popular with Irish patriots and which, as the name suggests, could once be purchased for 10 pence each. And probably the most influential version of this song was recorded by the Clancy brothers in 1961. So, Brennan on the Moor. You have a B flat in here. Beware.
Beware for that B flat.
Okay. Do we have a drum machine
We
on
do.
this? So that's also a drum machine you're hearing. We don't take this to the pub generally, but we found with the Zoom jams that it helps to for you guys too to really hear the beat. Here we go with the drum machine, and then I'll count you in. 1, 2, 1, 2. La 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 la. It's of a brave young highwayman, the story we will tell. His name was Willie Brennan, and in Ireland he did well. 'Twas on the Kilworth Mountains he commenced his wild career, and many a wealthy nobleman before him shook with fear. And it's Brennan on the moor, Brennan on the moor, bold, brave, and undaunted was young Brennan on the moor. One day upon the highway, as Willie he went down, he met the mayor of Cashel, a mile outside of town. The mayor, he knew his features, and he said, "Young man," said he, "your name is Willie Brennan, you must come along with me." And it's Brennan on the moor, Brennan on the moor, bold, brave, and undaunted was young Brennan on the moor. Now Brennan's wife had gone to town provisions for to buy, and when she saw her Willie, she commenced to weep and cry. He said, "Hand to me the tenpenny," and as Willie spoke, hey, she handed him a blunderbuss from underneath her cloak. And it's Brennan on the moor, Brennan on the moor, bold, brave, and undaunted was young Brennan on the moor. Now with his loaded blunderbuss, a truth I will unfold, he made the mayor to tremble, and he robbed him of his gold. 100 pounds was offered for his apprehension there, so he with horse and saddle to the mountains did repair. And it's Brennan on the moor, Brennan on the moor, bold, brave, and undaunted was young Brennan on the moor. Now Brennan being an outlaw upon the mountains high, with cavalry and infantry to take him they did try. He laughed at them with scorn until at last was said, by a false-hearted woman he was cruelly betrayed. And it's Brennan on the moor, Brennan on the moor, bold, brave, and undaunted was young Brennan on the moor. Hey! Woo!
Yep.
Well, you're up for those false-hearted women. They seem to show up a lot.
And there'll be more. Before this evening is out, there will be more. There's also more highwaymen on the way.
Was this a stick up or what?
Okay, now.
The Melodian is over on the big speaker.
Melodian. Now Mark's going to lead us in a song. This is another request. It's by the Glow of the Kerosene Light, and we first heard it done by the Once, but it was written by Vince Cools from Newfoundland and recorded by Buddy What's His Name and the other fellas. And what really interested me was actually St. Patrick's Day, I found out, is a holiday, a public holiday in Newfoundland. And in Montserrat, the Caribbean island of Montserrat, and those are the only two places outside of Ireland that it's an actual public holiday. So we thought, well, we got the request for By the Glow of the Kerosene Light, we'll put it in because the Newfoundland and Ireland connection is strong. So, okay, that's it. You're going to hear the Melodian again.
I'm gonna take this away from you.
I'm sorry. And now you'll hear the melodious voice of Mark Rogers.
We're only doing this because Sue needs a break. She's out of breath.
I'm blowing on this. The melodian.
Yeah, but you can have a break in between blowing on it, okay? Okay, you ready?
I am.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I remember the time when my grandpa and I would sit by the fire at night, and I'd listen to stories of how he once lived by the glow of the kerosene light. By the glow of the kerosene light. He said Mom and Dad sent me off to school, where I learned how to read and to write. And they'd listen for hours as I read from my books by the glow of the kerosene light. By the glow of the kerosene light. Your grandma and I, we were wed at 16. Lord, she was a beautiful sight. And as proudly I placed the ring on her hand by the glow of the kerosene light. By the glow of the kerosene light. About 1 year later, your daddy was born, and your grandma held my hand so tight. Oh, I can't tell the joy as she brought forth new life by the glow of the kerosene light. By the glow of the kerosene light. But having her child, it did weaken her soul. She just wasn't up to the fight. But she looked so peaceful as she went to her rest by the glow of the kerosene light. By the glow of the kerosene light. Then as now, the times they were hard. To succeed you would try all your might. And sometimes love bloomed, but sometimes dreams died by the glow of the kerosene light. By the glow of the kerosene light. By the glow of the kerosene light.
That was
job, Mark.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Well
That
done.
song makes me tear up.
Yes,
Oh, man. That
That's it.
song. Yeah.
that sounded wonderful, Sue. You did a great job. Good job.
Yeah, absolutely
Well, yeah,
beautiful.
It's a really nice little accessory to have with the uke, I think. Okay, let me see here. I'm going to plug in my 8-string again. I'm going to use the 8-string.
Right here.
And Mark, I notice tonight you're wearing your clodhoppers. Is that what happened with the drum machine in the middle of that last song? You usually wear your
My running
your running
shoes, I know, I
Did you
know.
want to go and change them up, lad?
Would you like me to?
Well, you might think about it. How long's it going to take you?
Not long at all.
Okay, well, you see, he's wearing his Crocs, you know, the Crocs with the socks, and they don't work so well with the pedals that he's operating. They're big, huge things. He's a size, well, anywhere from a 13 to a 15, depending on the shoe. And so the Crocs are like gigantuan.
J'ai des pieds comme des bateaux.
Yes.
You're not calling him Bozo, are you?
He used to be a clown, so in a way, that's very.
We're not muted.
Okay, the next song we're going to do is the Galway Girl. So here's another influence of Ireland on North America. So we have, Newfoundland, which is, a lot of Irish descendants. And Steve Earle wrote this song and recorded it with an Irish musician, Sharon Shannon. And a cover of this song by Irish singer-songwriter Mundy and Shannon reached #1 and became the most downloaded song of 2008 in Ireland. And it's gone on to become the 8th highest selling single in Irish chart history. And I actually saw a YouTube video of a flash mob in Ireland, and I'm not sure what city it was in, but there were hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Irish people singing this song. So we're going to do it. May I have the mic, please, Mark?
You may.
Thank
You
you.
may.
Okay, good idea. We're going to sing this song similar to what the version that I posted, the video that I posted on the BUG website by a ukulele group called Ukului. And they're actually from Denmark or Sweden. I can't, it's eluded me now. But anyway, they did a really good job on this with putting their own twist on it. So that's how we're going to do it, okay? And you're going to hear me, I've got a stomp box. I'm got my heel on a stomp box and I'm tapping on it just like Stomp and Tom. And I'm playing my 8-string again.
For that mandolin effect.
Yeah, an 8-string does very much have a mandolin kind of sound to it, which is kind of cool.
Well, that's what Steve Earle uses.
He
wrote
uses a
this-
mandolin.
Yeah, he wrote this song with a
on
mandolin.
this one. Yeah. Okay, you ready? We're gonna hear a drum machine, and I'll count you in 2 bars, and then we'll do those 4 bars of G. You can see that there's the down arrows. There's
Lots
a few
down
of them,
arrows. Yep.
and there's lots of deedle-deedle-dees in this too. So be ready. But of course, you all watch the video and practice.
Practice.
So,
You've got your
yeah.
deedle dees underneath your belt.
They're all underneath the belt. Okay, you ready?
Ready?
1, 2, 1, 2. Well, I took a stroll on the old long walk of a day, on a little girl, and we stopped to talk on a fine soft day, and I asked you, friend, what's a fella to do? As her hair was black and her eyes were blue, and I knew right then I'd be taking a whirl round the Salt Hill Prom with a Galway girl. We were halfway there when the rain came down of a day. She asked me up to her flat downtown of a fine soft day. And I asked you, friend, what's a fella to do? 'Cause her hair was black and her eyes was blue. So I took her hand and I gave her a twirl, and I lost my heart to the Galway girl. Here we go. Deedle dee 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 deedle 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 dee deedle 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 dee 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 deedle 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 dee deedle 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 dee 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 deedle 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 dee 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 deedle 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 dee 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 deedle dee deedle deedle dee deedle 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 dee. When I woke up, I was all alone, with a broken heart and a ticket like a Galway girl. Here we go.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Good energy.
Erica here.
Yeah. Very good.
Erica's moving out to Canmore.
Yeah, go
We're
ahead.
gonna miss her. Okay. What you heard on that too was a little bit of vocalist. So that's another little thing that we don't typically use too often at the pub. And what that does is it takes my voice, my own voice, and we can set an interval for a harmony using my own voice. So it kind of fills up some of the things when we're all on our own and we don't have you guys to
sing harmony
to
with
sing with us. So it kind of makes us feel like you're all with us. You are all with us, but okay. Next song we're going to do is Gypsy Rover, also known as the Whistling Gypsy.
Oh God, I gotta drink some water.
It's a well-known ballad composed and copyrighted by Dublin songwriter Leo McGuire in the 1950s. There are a number of similar traditional songs about a well-off woman's encounter with gypsies dating back at least as far as the early 19th century. I'm thinking of songs like Raggle Taggle Gypsy, oh, yeah. So, and I think this is one of Ellen's songs that she enjoys.
It is. It was a lullaby when the kids were little. And when I was little.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, I'm going to do it on the 8th string. And just the strum I'll be using, sometimes people ask. Again, don't get hung up with the strum, just feel the song. And as long as you're doing it with the beats, as long as you're kind of feeling the beats. So in this, I'm counting it 1, 2, 1, 2. And I'm doing down, down, down. 1, 2, 1, 2. The gypsy rover came o'er the hill, down through the valley so shady. He whistled and he sang till the green woods rang, and he won the heart of a lady. Audie-doo, audie-doo, da-day. Audie-doo, audie-day. He whistled and he sang till the green woods rang, and he won the heart of a lady. She left her father's castle gates, she left her own fine lover, she left her servants and her estate to follow the gypsy rover. Here we go. Audie-doo, audie-doo, da-day. Audie-doo, audie-day. He whistled and he sang till the green woods rang, and he won the heart of a lady. Her father saddled up his fastest steed and roamed the valleys all over, sought his daughter at great speed, and the whistling gypsy rover. Audie-doo, audie-doo, da-day. Audie-doo, audie-day. He whistled and sang till the green woods rang, and he won the heart of a lady. He came at last to a mansion fine, down by the river Lady, and there was music and there was wine for the gypsy and his lady. Audie-doo, audie-doo, da-day, audie-doo, audie-day. He whistled and he sang till the green woods rang, and he won the heart of a lady. He is no gypsy, my father, she said, but lord of these lands all over. And I shall stay till my dying day with my whistling Gypsy Rover. Audie-doo, audie-doo, da-day, audie-doo, audie-day. He whistled and he sang till the green woods rang, and he won the heart of a lady.
Whistling.
Good job, everyone.
Nice.
I'm gonna unplug Mark.
Good whistling too.
Yeah.
What if you're up here singing for a bit, your mouth dries out, and it gets so dry. Yeah.
You need a green beer.
Yeah. No, there won't be any beer till after we finish singing. Otherwise, we might end up on the floor and we wouldn't have anybody leading in song. Okay, I'm plugging it in. I'm using my tenor uke now with a low G. How's it going for everyone? Okay? No problem? Woo!
Great. Just great.
Good, good.
Yeah, thumbs up.
Very good.
The sound is good?
Awesome.
Amazing.
I didn't mean my singing. I meant the sound.
You can hear us.
Everything. Sound, you're singing,
Everything.
playing,
You're
awesome.
singing too.
Okay.
Everything.
Now, the next song is a bit of a challenge. A wee bit of a challenge. I had to work at it. I'm sure you have too. It's it's called I Know My Love. And it is a traditional Irish folk song because it was, do you realize this is the first time since 2010 that BUG has been together actually on St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day has never fallen on a third Wednesday of the month, except in 2010 when we were like a band of 6 or so.
And the next one will be in 2026 or 2027.
So-
2027 will be the next
So
one.
this was really special. And anyway, that's why I tried to focus almost 100% on Irish songs tonight. So I Know My Love is a traditional Irish folk song which was first collected by Herbert Hughes and published in 1909 in Volume 1 of Irish Country Songs, although the song is likely to be considerably older than that. An early recording was done by Burl Ives in March 1941. It's best known now as a single by Irish folk band The Chieftains, released in 1999, featuring guest artist The Coors. And that's the version that we're going to attempt. What you're going to hear is a drum machine. I have a rhythm ring on, so I'm wearing a rhythm ring on my strumming hand. That's that shaker noise. Playing my tenor low G.
There is some clapping.
And the reason I struggled with the song a little was the timing of the timing and the beat and getting a syncopated strum. it's hard enough to sing and strum as it is just with your regular strums, right? I mean, everybody, beginners know that. It's so hard to learn how to sing and strum at the same time. It's like patting your head and rubbing your tummy. Well, sometimes when you get these syncopated beats, it can be really hard. So you've got to really practice the song slowly to get it. So what you're going to hear is, I'm going to count you in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to, because I wouldn't be tapping my foot that much, I'm actually going to be counting the song 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But the count, that's what it actually is. And the strums, I've put the strum pattern there. We're not going to spend any time on it, but it is there. And what it's going to sound like is this. Down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, down. Woo! So it's got a really cool feel to it. And
We're gonna
beginners, if you're not up to that, or if you haven't looked at the song before now, you can just do down, 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 down. You know, just all down strokes. Just feel the rhythm, feel the beat. And even if you only get one strum down in the whole bar, that's okay too.
Yeah, don't be chicken.
Never be chicken, try. Thank you, Deepa. All right, are we ready? This is going to sound crazy. There's going to be a wacko drum beat in here. So get ready. We're going to start right into it, okay? Okay. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I knew my love by his way of walking. I knew my love by his way of talking. I knew my love dressed in a suit of blue. And if my love leaves me, what will I do? And still she cried, I love him the best. And the troubled mind sure can know no rest. And still she cried, funny boys are few. And if my love leaves me, what will I do? There is a dance house in Paradise, and there my true love goes every night. He takes a strange girl upon his knee. Well, don't you think that vexes me? And still she cried, I love him the best. And the troubled mind sure can know no rest. And still she cried, funny boys are few. And if my love leaves me, what will I do? If my love do, I can wash and wring. If my love do, I can sew and spin. It make my coat of the finest kind. But the want of money sure leaves me behind. And still she cried, I love him the best. And the troubled mind sure can know no rest. And still she cried, funny boys are few. And if my love leaves me, what will I do? I know my love is an errand rover. I know he'll wander the wild world over. In dear old Ireland he'll no longer tarry. An American girl he's sure to marry. And still she cried, I love him the best. And the troubled mind sure can know no rest. And still she cried, funny boys are few. And if my love leaves me, what will I do? And still she cried, I love him the best. And the troubled mind sure can know no rest. And still she cried, funny boys are few. And if my love leaves me, what will I do? What will I do?
Spanish, Irish.
Fantastic.
Very Latin beat.
Latin, Irish.
Yeah, very
That was a
good.
bossa nova. Bossa nova, that's the drum.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Show me the ring rattle, the ring shaker, what that looks like.
Yep, I'm gonna come up close and show you. It's just a wee thing.
Yeah, the camera.
It's
Oh, yeah.
okay, so it fits. The strap is stretching on it a little, so it fits. I've got it over 2 fingers. There's
Okay.
and
Oh, I like that.
you could hear it, couldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really
Is
nice.
that, Sue, is that the ring that Mark gave you when he proposed to you?
Yeah, that's about it.
Poor Mark.
Yeah, that's okay. I got big shoulders. Okay.
Together since 77, married since 79.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
42 years this year.
Okay. Next song we're going to do is Molly Malone, also known as Cockles and Mussels, or in Dublin's Fair City. Whew, I'm out of breath. It's a popular song set in Dublin, Ireland, which has become the unofficial anthem of Dublin City. In 1988, the Dublin Millennium Commission endorsed claims about a Mary Malone who died on June 13th, 1699, and proclaimed June 13th to be Molly Malone Day. A book dating to around 1790 contains a song referring to sweet Molly Malone, not the same song, but a song. And there is a song called Widow Malone, published as early as 1809. And there was an 1840 American song entitled Meet Me, Miss Molly Malone. The earliest known recording of the song we're singing tonight is 1876. So, it's got a long history, a very old song. In this, there is a B minor 7, so take a look at that, an easy bar chord, just all of the
Second fret.
Second fret. And there is a B7. You can play it if you wish, but you don't need to. You can also play a B minor 7 there as well, where you see the B7. But I do like the difference, and of course, you know me, I listen to the songs so closely, the recordings when I'm doing this, that I picked up that B7 and I like it. So I'm going to finger pick it, so I'm going to do it. My strings, I number my strings starting from the floor. It's the number 1 string, like the ground floor of a building. And so the one closest to the floor is 1, then 2, 3, 4 is the one closest to my chin. Okay, so I'm going to be, I'm going to do some finger picking, simple pattern, just starting on the 4th. I'm going to go 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. So 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's a nice easy picking pattern for anyone that wants to give it a go. And who knows, maybe we'll break into strumming if my fingers cramp up partway through, but that's okay. You ready, Mark?
Halfway through, there's an area there where the chords are just all, it's after a place where it says softly, slowly. It's just all one downstroke for each chord. You can see the arrows there. It just it'll make you sound really good. Okay.
Everything set?
Yep.
Down there? Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. In Dublin's fair city, where girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone as she wheeled her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She was a fishmonger, and sure 'twas no wonder, for so were her father and mother before, and they both wheeled their barrows through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She died of a fever, and no one could save her, and that was the end of sweet Molly Malone. But her ghost wheels a barrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh.
That's a good one.
Oh, that was beautiful, beautiful.
Lovely.
Very pretty.
Well, you guys
Very
know
nice.
how to sing.
Yes, you're so good together.
Nice change of pace.
The tenor. Well, thank you. Okay, well, now we've got a treat for you. And if y'all were on Facebook and read my post, the next song is The Old Dun Cow Caught Fire. And we're going to need your participation in this. But first, I'll tell you a little bit about this song. It's a music hall song written by Harry Wincott in 1893 and first recorded in 1911. Wincott, who is described as the king of comic song, wrote many famous tunes but was paid so little for his work that he died a poor man in 1947 and was buried in an unmarked grave. Of interest in this song is the substitution of the word McIntyre that the audience yells instead of fire. The reason being that it was illegal to yell fire in public in the London of the 1890s. So what we're going to do in this song is you'll see that there are highlighted parts. Now, does everyone know where their mute and unmute buttons are? What I'm going to ask is that when you see that we're coming to that yellow part, right at that point, after I say fire, you're going to open up your mic and make siren noises. That's the first thing you're going to do. So everyone's going to go, and as many people as want, open your mics. And then as soon as you've made your siren noise, close your mic again. And then I'll start leading the song again. And then we get down to the next highlight part until we were all half pissed. And everybody opens their mics and go,
Where's Brown?
and then close your mics off again.
Right away.
Right away.
Right away.
So that goes on every spot where you see it highlighted in yellow. I'd like you, if you're close to your mute switch, to unmute yourself for that one thing and then mute yourself again. Now, inevitably, there may be not problems. We won't call them problems.
No, no.
We'll call them fun.
Fun.
Messy.
Well, messy.
This could be a total, but you know, we're in the old Dun Cow, and
It's
we're
burning
all
down,
drinking,
and
and
then we're
it's
drunk.
burning. So I mean, but I think it'll be fun. So everybody know what they're supposed to do?
Okay.
We're counting on you, and I won't rush it. I'll give you time to do it, but then I want everyone, as soon as you've done it, to mute yourself again. Okay? You get some finger exercise besides the uke playing. Okay.
What do we need here?
I'm on the stomp box and I'm on my tenor.
And I've
Okay.
got this, and I need this. Oh, I should have had that ready. My fault.
Are you all set?
I think so.
1, 2, 1, 2. Some friends and I in a public house were playing dominoes one night. When into the room the barman came, his face all chalky white. "What's up?" says Brown. "Have you seen a ghost? Have you seen your Aunt Mariah?" "Oh, me Aunt Mariah be buggered," said he. "The bloody pub's on fire."
Pathetic.
On fire, says Brown. "What a bit of luck. Everybody follow me. Down to the cellar, if the fire's not there, we'll have a railroad spree." So we all went down after good old Brown. Booze we could not miss, and we weren't there 5 minutes or more till we were all half pissed.
Where's
And there was Brown upside down, licking up the whiskey off the floor. "Booze, booze," the firemen cried as they came knocking at the door. "Don't let them in till it's all mopped up." And somebody shouted, "McIntyre!" And we all got blue, blind, paralytic, drunk when the old Dun Cow caught fire. Then Smith went over to the port wine tub, gave it a few hard knocks. He started taking off his pantaloon, likewise his shoes and socks. "Hold on," says Brown, "we can't have that. You can't do that in here. Don't go washing your trousers in the port wine tub when we've got all this light beer."
Light
beer.
Where's
Brown? There's Brown.
Oh, there was Brown upside down, licking the whiskey off the floor. "Booze, booze," the firemen cried as they came knocking at the door. "Don't let them in till it's all mopped up." And somebody shouted, "McIntyre!" And we all got blue, blind, paralytic, drunk when the old Dun Cow caught fire. Just then there came an awful crash. Half the bloody roof gave way. We were drowned in the fireman's hose till we were going to stay. So we got some tacks and our old wet slacks and nailed ourselves inside. And we sat there swallowing pints of stout till we were bleary-eyed.
Where's
smart aleck. Oh, there was Brown, upside down, licking up the whiskey of the floor. Booze, booze, the fireman cried as he came knocking at the door. Don't let them in till it's all mopped up. And somebody shouted McIntyre.
McIntyre.
And we all got blue, blind, paralytic drunk when the old dun cow got fire. Later that night when the fire was out, we came up from the cellar below. Our pub was burned, our booze was drunk, and our heads were hanging low. Oh, look, says Brown, with a look quite clear. Seems something raised his ire. We've got to get down to the Clock Tower pub. It closes on the hour.
Brown.
Oh, there was Brown. Oops, picking up the whiskey on the floor. Booze, booze, the firemen cried as they came knocking at the door. Don't let them in till it's all mopped up. And somebody shouted McIntyre. And we all got blue, blind, paralytic, drunk when the old dun cow caught fire.
Oh, what a hoot.
Oh, so fun. Thank you.
Husband's downstairs. I think he thinks that's all.
So fun.
Now don't you feel like you're in the pub with us, eh?
Yeah.
I love the, where's Brown?
Yeah, where is Brown?
He was hanging upside down.
Hey, that rhyme.
Hanging upside down, licking the whiskey off the floor.
Am I allowed to put in a plug for Sue and Mark? They've done so much for this group. A lot of considerable expense they put in software and hardware. Like on their website, they're accepting small donations. If you're doing so, help them out a little bit. And I also want to point out the support that they've got from Ellen and Sharon Baird and Mike Cox and Claude Anushi. You know, there's people helping out with this group, and Sue and Mark, I think you're amazing. You're doing a ton of work. Thanks
a lot, Bert.
Yes.
Thank you, Bert.
Okay, the next song is a medley, and it's got those Heidi dilly dilly lulus and all that. So I hope you practiced. Warm up your mouths. Heidi dilly dum dilly doodle dum dilly do right dilly day. Heidi dilly dum dilly doodle dum dilly do right dilly day. So
you got a lot.
Now we just have to do that a little faster, and you'll be good. Now this song, Mountain Dew, the first song, is an Irish folk song dating from 1882. It was first printed in Irish Street Ballads in 1916. And of course, it's about the intoxicating properties of Irish moonshine, or poitín. El Tal Me Ma is a well-known children's song that accompanies a children's game. It was collected in various parts of England in the 19th century. So, we're going to have a drum machine, I think. No, do we?
Yep.
Yep, we have a drum machine on this, and I'm doing my stomp.
Got to keep us up to speed, you know. Otherwise, we'll slow down.
Jeez, I might.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody take a big breath, and shake your hands out. Make them nice and loose. Nice and loose. We've been working hard here. Okay. Remember, you don't have to hold on to your uke with a death grip. Just enough to get a little sound out of it. But it should be really relaxed and really soft on your neck end there. Okay, let's hear how fast this goes. Oh, and there's a cappella parts in this too. So there, when it says a cappella, that means you don't play uke and you just sing, clap, whatever, until we start into the until you see the next chord box. Okay, so there's a cappella in both these songs. Get your breath. Here we go. Woo! That's fast. Yep. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let grasses grow and waters flow in a free and easy way. But give me enough of the fine old stuff that's made near Galway Bay. Come policemen all from Donegal, from Sligo, Leitrim too. We'll give 'em the slip and we'll take a sip of the rare old Mountain Dew. Hi-diddly-diddly-dum, diddly-doo, diddly-dum, diddly-doo, right diddly-i-day. Hi-diddly-diddly-dum, diddly-doo, diddly-dum, diddly-doo, right diddly-i-day. At the foot of the hill there's a neat little still where the smoke curls up to the sky. By the smoke and the smell you can plainly tell if it's watching brood nearby. It fills the air with the perfume and betwixt both me and you. When you home you stroll you can take a bowl of the bucket of the Mountain Dew. Hi-diddly-diddly-dum, diddly-doo, diddly-dum, diddly-doo, right diddly-i-day. Hi-diddly-diddly-dum, diddly-doo, diddly-dum, diddly-doo, right diddly-i-day. Now learned men who use the pen wrote the praises high of the sweet watching from Ireland breed distilled from wheat and rye. Throw away your pills, it'll cure all ills of pagan or Christian or Jew. Take off your coat and grease your throat with the rare old Mountain Dew. Hi-diddly-diddly-dum, diddly-doo, diddly-dum, diddly-doo, right diddly-i-day. 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 Ma, when I get home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. Pull me hair and stow me comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she's the belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she? Albert Booney says he loves her, all the boys are fighting for her. They knock on her door, they ring on her bell, saying, oh me true love, are ya well? Out she comes as white as snow, rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. Old Jenny Murphy says she'll die if she doesn't get the fella with the roving eye. I tell you, Ma, when I get home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. Pull me hair and stow me comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she's the belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she? Let the wind and the rain and the hail blow high, and the snow come shoveling from the sky. She's as sweet as apple pie, and she'll get her own lad by and by. When she gets a lad of her own, she won't tell her ma when she gets home. Let them all come as they will, but I tell her who she loves still. I tell you, Ma, when I get home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pull me hair and stow me comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she? She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she? Woo!
Woo, love that song. Fun.
We're gonna be going to bed singing hi.
Yeah.
It's called an earworm.
I know.
That's a lot of words. You should take a drink, Mark.
Me too. How are you doing there, sweetie?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay.
Alrighty, get my breath.
You guys are just amazing with her energy. It's wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, we'll keel over after. We'll be on the couch until about 1:30 today, I think, tonight or this morning.
But no work tomorrow.
No work tomorrow. I'm fully retired. My first full Bug Jam with being retired. Yay!
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Nice.
You've earned every minute.
Woo! Okay, the next song is That's an Irish Lullaby. And Denis shared with us that it was his grandmother, I believe, that sang this to him. Maybe his mom, too. And my mom sang it to me as well. And I sang it to my kids, to our kids. So it's a classic Irish-American song, originally written in 1913 by composer James Royce Shannon for a Tin Pan Alley musical. The original recording peaked at #1 on the music charts. The song was brought back to prominence by Bing Crosby's performance of the song in 1944's Going My Way. Oh, remember those movies? So good. Crosby's single peaked at #4 on the 1944 Billboard music charts. Now, young Mark. He's been working hard at the keyboard here. He's going to do his best, and his best is always terrific.
Thank you, dear.
And if you don't believe that, Blarney. Okay, so I'll just make sure I'm in tune here.
Well, I should do that too.
My E is slipping. Okay. I'll be talking with an Irish accent or whatever. I apologize to all Irish people and people of Irish descent. My messy accent. But it's funny. I love the author Catherine Cookson, and I've always loved her books. And whenever I would be reading the books over the years when the boys were little and whatnot, they'd always know, because as soon as I wasn't in but 2 pages into the book, and I'd be talking throughout the day with an Irish type, an accent, yeah. Not that she was Irish, but yeah. So anyway, here we go. You all set?
I think so. Got my bass tuned up. I'm ready to go.
Okay. And I don't know why you would ever leave out these beautiful, beautiful verses that are for this song. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Over in Killarney, many years ago, me mother sang a song to me in tones so sweet and low. Just a simple little ditty in her good old Irish way, and I'd give the world if she could sing that song to me this day. Too-Ra-Loo-Ra-Loo-Ral, Too-Ra-Loo-Ra-Lie, Too-Ra-Loo-Ra-Loo-Ral. Hush, now don't you cry. Too-Ra-Loo-Ra-Loo-Ral, Too-Ra-Loo-Ra-Lie, Too-Ra-Loo-Ra-Loo-Ral. That's an Irish lullaby. Oft in dreams I wander to that coat again. I feel her arms a-hugging me as when she held me then, and I hear her voice a-humming to me as in days of yore, when she used to rock me fast asleep outside the cabin door. Too-Ra-Loo-Ra-Loo-Ral, Too-Ra-Loo-Ra-Lie, Too-Ra-Loo-Ra-Loo-Ral. Hush, now don't you cry. Too-Ra-Loo-Ra-Loo-Ral, Too-Ra-Loo-Ra-Lie, Too-Ra-Loo-Ra-Loo-Ral. That's an Irish lullaby.
Well done, Mark.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Yeah. Right on.
Brings a wee tear to the eye.
Good job.
Love it.
My mom's dad came from Scotland when he was 19, and he used to love to sing and play a fiddle, and my mom was a beautiful singer. The only time she sung, though, was to us kids at night before bed. And I continued the tradition with my lads, and hopefully they'll continue with their kiddies.
You gonna, Mrs. Band Leader, are you gonna?
What am I doing?
The hat over there?
Oh, yes, okay. Alrighty, so the next song is McNamara's Band. It's a popular song composed in 1889 by Seamus O'Connor and John J. Stamford. Stamford was then the manager of the Alhambra Theatre in Belfast, and the song was written for the theatre's owner, the Irish-American music hall veteran William J. Billy Ashcroft. McNamara's band gave him the scope for an Irish character song. It has been claimed that the song was inspired by an actual band, the St. Mary's Fife and Drum Band, formed in Limerick in 1885. In the late 19th century, the band featured four brothers, Patrick, John, Michael, and Thomas McNamara, and became famous for playing shows all across Ireland. In the early 20th century, Patrick and Thomas emigrated to the United States and formed McNamara's Band with Patrick Patsy Salmon, another Limerick immigrant. Modern listeners associate the song with the top 10 hit version recorded by Bing Crosby in 1945, with a set of lyrics credited to the Jesters. So, you're going to hear me play, well, the trumpet section, of course, with my kazoo. And so if you have kazoos, get them out, or harmonicas, or whatever you have. That's the beauty of these jams, right? You can play anything. Doesn't matter. We're going to have a drum machine. I'm playing a banjo uke. Oh, I better check it's in tune. Because it's been sitting there for a while and it's getting pretty hot in the room.
As we go through this, there's going to be some 3 instrumentals, and it'll be the kazoo band instrumental. So make sure you have your kazoos ready. If you have any other whistles or drums or anything, or if you've got kids there, make sure they get up and march around, and because we're doing this is a marching song. So and it doesn't matter what you play in the kazoo band instrumentals because you're muted. We can't hear you. You can go crazy. Have fun.
You ready, mister?
I'm ready.
Okay, you're going to hear the drum. Oh, you ready for the parade? Here it comes. Left, right, left. Oh, me name is McNamara. I'm the leader of the band. Although we're few in numbers, we're the finest in the Now we are rehearsing for a very swell affair. The annual celebration, all the gentry will be there. When General went to Ireland came, he took me by the hand. Says he, I never saw the likes of McNamara's band. Oh, the drums go bang and the cymbals clap, the horns they play the way. The curty pumps the old bassoon will lie the pipes and play. And Hennessy, Tennessee, toodles the flute and the music is something grand. A credit to old Ireland is McNamara's band. Oh, me name is Uncle Uli, sent from Sweden I did come to play with McNamara's band and beat the big bass drum. And when I march along the street, the ladies do come grand. They shout, there's Uncle Uli is playing with an Irish band. Oh, I wear a bunch of shamrocks and a uniform of green, and I'm the funniest looking Swede that you have ever seen. There's O'Briens and Ryans, O'Sheans and Means, they come from Ireland, but by Jiminy, I'm the only Swede in McNamara's band. Oh, the drums go bang and the cymbals clap and the horns they play the way. The curty pumps the old bassoon will lie the pipes will play. And Hennessy, Tennessee, toodles the flute and the music is something grand. A credit to old Ireland is McNamara's band. The McNamara.
Wild. Totally wild.
That's fun. That's my favorite. That's good. That was fun.
You guys sound like a whole orchestra all by yourselves.
Sue, can
They
we
don't
hear,
need
hear
us.
what that banjo
Excellent.
uke just sounds like by yourself? Can you just play a couple of bars with your banjo uke?
On the banjo uke, yeah?
Yes, please. That's great. Thank you. I might buy one of them.
It's fun. Everybody thinks you're a multi-instrumentalist. And it's just a uke.
Just phone Mark, he's got one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've still got a couple in stock.
yeah. Okay. I'm gonna switch up to my concert.
Concert, okay.
My concert has re-entrant tuning with the high G. So I've been trying out, I'm doing all sorts of different instruments, ukuleles tonight, just for variety. I normally don't haul them all down to the clock tower, but we have the luxury, since we're at home, to do this. So, ooh, the next song, oh my gosh, another barnstormer. I gotta take a drink, and it's just water, trust me. Okay. This is the Town of Ballybay. It's a song by Tommy Makem, rest his soul, who was an internationally celebrated Irish folk musician, artist, poet, and storyteller. He was born and raised in Northern Ireland in 1932 and immigrated to the United States in 1955, carrying his few possessions and a set of bagpipes. Tommy's jokes, he loved his jokes, and they were often silly, but they were made funnier through repetition. For example, if your nose is running and your feet smell, you're upside down. The Clancy brothers and Tommy Makem were signed to Columbia Records in 1961, and the same year at the Newport Folk Festival, Makem was actually named as most promising newcomer on the American folk scene, along with Joan Baez. Anyway, Tommy Makem left the Clancy brothers and began a solo career, and the Clancy brothers sort of scaled back. But one of the Clancys, Liam, he moved up to Alberta, so there's a Canadian connection too. And he became very popular up there, and he got a Canadian television series of his own. as did Tommy Makem. So they each had their own Canadian television series in 1975, approximately. Anyway, Tommy Makem appeared on the Liam Clancy show in 1976 as a guest artist, and that episode of the Liam Clancy show with Tommy Makem won a Canadian Emmy Award for Best Half-Hour Entertainment in a Variety Show, and led to the two of them, Liam Clancy and Tommy Makem, being signed together for 26 additional episodes on television in the 76-77 season. And their series was called The Makem and Clancy Show. So a lot of us here in Canada are certainly familiar with them. I remember watching it. Okay. So he would have written this in 1977. So he would have been, he would have had his TV show and been up at, I don't know that he ever lived in Canada, but definitely the series was a Canadian TV series. Okay.
Just trying to find my note there. Okay.
So there are there's lots of ring-a-ding-a-dongs, ring-a-ding-a-daddios. Oh, you know, it's funny thinking of these kind of nonsense type of syllables. I got an email from a woman in Washington today, just a couple of hours ago, and she asked me about Whiskey in the Jar, which we'll do next, and or do soon. And she said, so mushroom, drumadoo, where does that come from? And you know, that sort of thing. These some of these things. This one is definitely, the ring-a-ding-a-dong is just nonsense words, but a lot of them do come. A lot of the nonsense stuff does come from. It started out as Gaelic, and it's just different artists do it differently, and so anyway, Town of Ballybay. Let's do it. 1, 2, 1, 2. Deedle 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 dee. With me ring-a-ding-a-dong, ring-a-ding-a-daddy, oh me ring-a-ding-a-dong. Whack for the daddy-o in the town of Ballybay. There was a lassie dwelling, I knew her very well, and her story's worth a telling. Her father kept a still, and he was a good distiller, but when she took to the drink, well, the devil wouldn't fill her. With me ring-a-ding-a-dong, a ring-a-ding-a-daddy, oh ring-a-ding-a-dong. Whack for the daddy-o. She had the wooden leg that was hollow down the middle. She used to tie a string on it and play it like a fiddle. She fiddled in the hall, she fiddled in the alleyway. She didn't give a damn, for she had the fiddle anyway. A ring-a-ding-a-dong, a ring-a-ding-a-daddy-o, a ring-a-ding-a-dong. Whack for the daddy-o. And she said she wouldn't dance unless she had her welly on, but when she had it on, she could dance as well as anyone. She wouldn't go to bed unless she had her shimmy on, but when she had it on, she would go as quick as anyone. A ring-a-ding-a-dong, a ring-a-ding-a-daddy-o, a ring-a-ding-a-dong. Whack for the daddy-o. She had lovers by the score, every Tom and Dick and Harry. She was courted night and day, but still she wouldn't marry. And then she fell in love with the fellow with the stammer. When he tried to run away, she hit him with the hammer. With a ring-a-ding-a-dong, a ring-a-ding-a-daddy-o, a ring-a-ding-a-dong. Whack for the daddy-o. She had children up the stairs, she had children in the byre. She another 10 or 12 sitting rotten by the fire. Fed them on potatoes and on soup she made with nettles, and on one fairy bacon that she boiled up in the kettle. With a ring-a-ding-a-dong, ring-a-ding-a-daddy-o, a ring-a-ding-a-dong. Whack for the daddy-o. So she led a sheltered life, eating porridge and black pudding, when she terrorized her man until he died her pudding. And when the husband died, she was feeling very sorry. She rolled him in the bag and she threw him in the quarry. With a ring-a-ding-a-dong, a ring-a-ding-a-daddy-o, a ring-a-ding-a-dong. Whack for the daddy-o, a ring-a-ding-a-dong, a ring-a-ding-a-daddy-o, a ring-a-ding-a-dong. Whack for the daddy-o.
Wow, that was far from me. Like the chords were wow, that was awesome.
Quick, yeah, awesome is right.
Funny thing, look, go on the BUG website and go on this song posting and take a look at him singing this, and he does it way faster.
Oh my!
He slowed it down.
We really slowed it down.
That's incredible. That's great talent.
Can we pick a difficult one for the next set?
What's that?
Can we pick a difficult one for the next one?
The next song is, no, it's not that difficult. No.
It's a slow song.
It's a slow song.
Yippee-yi-yi.
And it's in the key of C, so you have C, F, G, and A minor, and the occasional D minor, but no biggie. But it is slow.
The next song is
Oh, have I got all this set up right?
Wild Mountain Time. Yeah, tenor at 2 o'clock.
Yep.
Wild Mountain Time. It's another of those songs which many people believe to be a traditional Scottish song, but like so many songs popularized during the 1960s folk boom, it is actually quite modern, having been copyrighted only in 1957. To my understanding, it was not written by Robbie Burns, as many people think. It is not a Scottish song. It was written by the Northern Irish singer Francis McPeak, who first recorded it for the BBC series As I Roved Out in 1957. As he had already taught it to others by this point, it must have been written sometime prior to 1957. There's a couple of versions of how it came to be written. They think that he may have heard his dad singing it. There was an earlier Scottish song by another name, which includes the lines, "Let us go, lassie, go," and "The Wild Mountain Time," but it's an entirely different tune. It's entirely possible that McPeak learned this earlier song from his uncle or his relatives and turned it into a new song. So, we have...
When he wrote this, he dedicated it to his wife, and she passed away. So his son added the very last verse when Francis McPeak remarried.
Isn't that nice, eh? And it's really interesting to listen to the McPeak recording, which is on the BUG website. The harmonies they do are very unusual and wonderful. It reminds me of Baltic harmonies that I can't remember the name, whether it's polyphonic or something. Anyway, just incredible harmonies. But so we're going to do it slow. I will finger pick it, and it's in 4 beats to the bar. So I'm going to finger pick it. I'm going to do 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. So going down just 4 to 1 again, and back up. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Okay. Now you're not always going to do that whole strum because some of them are half strums, right? They're only 2 beats. So then you might just go down 4, 3, 2, 1, and then do the next chord 4, 3, 2, 1. And then the chord after that is 4 beats, so you do the whole sequence.
Ready?
Shall we give it a go? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Summer time is coming, and the trees so sweetly blooming, and the white mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go, and we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? I will build my love a tower by yon clear crystal fountain, and on it I will pile all I would surely find another to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go?
Beautiful job.
That was lovely. Beautiful, beautiful.
Beautiful, lovely, lovely, lovely.
Did you hear the drone in the background?
It was gorgeous.
That was marked on the keyboard, and it was using a contrabass setting, so a very low.
Man, you come down to that.
Neat, eh?
Nice, yes.
That drone. Okay. Whiskey in the Jar is the next song. We have two more songs left. Whiskey in the Jar and Wellerman. Whiskey in the Jar is a well-known Irish traditional song set in the southern mountains of Ireland, often with specific mentions of the counties Cork and Kerry. In the book, The Folk Songs of North America, music historian Alan Lomax suggests that the song originated in the 17th century and that the 1728 The Beggar's Opera was inspired by the opera writer hearing an Irish ballad monger singing Whiskey in the Jar. He also states that the folk of 17th century Britain liked and admired their local highwayman, and in Ireland or Scotland, where the gentlemen of the roads robbed English landlords, they were regarded as national patriots. Such feelings inspired this rollicking ballad. The song first gained wide exposure when the Irish folk band The Dubliners performed it internationally as their signature song and recorded it on 3 albums in the 1960s. So, here we go. And I was telling this lady when I emailed her back today about these, the chorus, mushering, durum do, durum da. I just say mushering, drum do, drum da. So I say it like drum. That makes it easier. And let's do this.
Nice highlighting. Did you see that? Did you see the way Ellen highlighted that?
Yeah.
Isn't that awesome?
She's a talented woman.
Talented. Thank you, Ellen. Thank you, Ellen.
Thank you. Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you.
Sharon's manning the chat. Ellen's manning the song sheet.
Yippee for your work.
Couldn't do it without them.
Yep.
Good work, guys. Good work.
Here we go.
Ready?
Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2. As I was going over the Cork and Kerry mountains, I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced me pistol and I then produced me rapier, saying, "Stand and deliver," for he were a bold deceiver. Mush a ring drum do drum da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I counted out his money and it made a pretty penny. I put it in me pocket and I took it home to Jenny. She sighed and she swore that she never would deceive me, but the devil take the women, for they never can be easy. Mush a ring drum do drum da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I went into my chamber, all for to take a slumber. I dreamt of gold and jewels, and for sure it was no wonder drum-da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. 'Twas early in the morning, just before I rose to travel, up comes a band of footmen and likewise Captain Farrell. I first produced me pistol, for she'd stole away my rapier, but I couldn't shoot the water, so a prisoner I was taken. Mush-a-ring, drum-do-drum-da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Now there's some take delight in the carriages a-rolling, and others take delight in the hurley and the bowling, but I take delight in the juice of the barley, courting pretty fair maids in the morning, bright and early. Mush-a-ring, drum-do-drum-da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. If anyone can aid me, 'tis my brother in the army. If I can find a station in Cork or in Killarney, and if he'll go with me, we'll go roving in Kilkenny, and I'm sure he'll treat me better than me own me sporting Jenny. Mush-a-ring, drum-do-drum-da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Mush-a-ring, drum-do-drum-da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Woo!
Yep.
Good job, guys! Woo! Good energy. Okay, last song of the night, unfortunately. Oh, I'm going to weep in my beer.
Oh no, Granny!
Before we go, though, I would like to remind everybody, too, that in 3 weeks from tonight, I'm going to be leading a bass ukulele basics, uBass 101 course. So if anybody's interested and if you've been thinking about buying a uBass, or I should call them bass ukuleles because uBass is a trade name, a brand name. So if anybody's looking at buying one, or you have already got one and you want some tips and tricks, we're going to be doing a little get together and chat about the uBass. So
Yes, please.
Very informal.
all the information's on the BUG website.
We are
Thank
we are
you.
not trained professionals.
No, we're not.
But we have some experience.
Yeah.
It's been 10 years now. 10 years of doing BUG. Okay.
Wow.
Now, the last song we have is a viral sensation, Wellerman, also known as Soon May the Wellerman Come. So it's not Irish, but we had to do it. It was a request, and it had to be done. It's a traditional New Zealand folk song that dates back to the mid-19th century. The Weller Brothers was a Sydney, Australia shore whaling company that operated along the southern coast of New Zealand from 1830 to 1840. Anyone under the employ of the Weller Brothers was referred to as a Wellerman. But in the specific context of this song, the Wellerman takes on the meaning of a supply ship sent by the company. When a Wellerman went out to meet a whaling ship, it meant that the sailors would be given new supplies like sugar and tea and rum. Obviously, that's something the sailors would look forward to, and that's why we have a song about it. In the song, you'll hear about a billy. A billy is a slang for a makeshift kettle used for boiling water to make tea. And the word tonguing in the song is a reference to the job of harvesting parts from the body of the whale, including, yep, you guessed it, the tongue. No matter, they were looking forward to drinking no wonder they were looking forward to drinking tea or rum after that, right? A messy job. Historically, sea shanties were used to help sailors keep time when performing physical labor together, making the job go smoother. By their very nature, sea shanties are meant to bring people into a group and provide a sense of community, even if it's just to hoist a whale carcass onto the deck of a ship. And that's just what Nathan Evans, a singer from Scotland, did with his rendition of Wellerman on TikTok in December 2020. This song was the beginning of what's now referred to as shanty talk and remains at the center of the trend, bringing people together during COVID times. It's basically all the best parts of whaling life with none of the whale guts. So look up Nathan on TikTok, and you can see there's been hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, if not more than that, of people singing along and doing harmonies and wonderful stuff. And then there's been all sorts of other interest in sea shanties generally because of him starting that. So.
The Trailer Park Boys.
Yes.
The Kitty Man.
Okay.
At the end of this, we're going to let the drum machine keep going, and we're going to sing a cappella, even though it's not written on the page
So there's 2 choruses at the end. We'll go through those, and then we'll keep singing the chorus, okay?
And you can get up and do some menial tasks like raise a sail or mop the floor or
drink your beer
or something like that, and you can move and dance and
so we'll throw in a few more choruses after those last 2. And
just for some fun.
Just for some fun.
Kicks and giggles.
All right. You ready? Oh.
Here we go.
Arr.
Oh, just a minute.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, we need to have.
Okay. That's better.
Oh, now I feel like I'm part of it now.
Well, you're something.
I'm something, yeah. Okay.
Ready?
Here we are, almost. Here we go. Let's do it.
1, 2, 1, 2. There once was a ship put to sea, and the name of the ship was a Billy O.T. The winds blew hard, the bow dipped down. Blow me, bully boys, blow. Huh! Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She had not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a wreck we bore. Captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale sail came up and caught her. All hands to the side, her wound and fought her when she dived down below. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. No line was cut, no whale was free. The captain's mind was not on greed, but he belonged to the whaleman's creed. She took the ship in tow. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. For 40 days or even more, the line went slack and tight once more. Our boats were lost, there were only 4, but still that whale did go. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on, the line's not cut, the whale's not gone. The Wellerman makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew and all. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the Wellerman come bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the Wellerman come bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. One more!
Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
Good job.
amazing.
Good job. That's great, Sue. I like your southwester.
Oh man, was that great?
That was Erica.
Thank you
Sorry.
everyone
Great
for coming
fun.
out tonight. It's been a grand,
Grand fun, eh?
good
Good track. Yeah.
Bravo.
Wow.
Thank you,
Great
thank you,
crowd.
thank you.
See you next month.
We'll
And
see.
Good night. Thank
Thank you.
Slumberfall. Slumberfall, everybody. Good night.
Nova Scotia.
Good night.
Oh, bye, doggy.
Bye, doggy.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much. It was a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you both.
Happy St. Patrick's.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Thanks so much.
Thanks so much. It was great.
Thank you.
Go have some more beer.
Yeah, it's time for some more drinks.
Good.
Bye, everyone. Wait. Bye, Cindy. Bye. Diane.
Bye.
We had lots of fun. Thank you.
See you next month.
See you next month.
Bye.
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 And it wasn't even messy.
That's great.
And you guys did awesome on Old Dun Cow. It
Oh,
was
yeah,
great.
that was
I
fun.
can hear y'all.
That's great. Good job. Good job, you guys.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, absolutely wonderful.
Excellent.
Good job,
Yeah.
Sue and Mark. Awesome.
Loved it.
Have the luck of the Irish to you all.
Thanks, Brenda.
Oh, thanks, Brenda.
Yep. We need it. We need it. We got to get our vaccines.
Yeah,
that's right.
that's for sure.
Thanks, Charlene. Good night, all.
Night.
Good night, everyone.
Irish accent for a long, long
Hi,
time.
Petra.
Night. Nice to see you guys.
Nice to see you too. Bye, Claude Nushi. Mwah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you too.
Bye, Mark. Bye, Sue.
Thank you.
Bye, Kim. I'm glad,
Love you, Mark and Sue.
I'm glad
Thank you so
joined
much
us.
for. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much for everything.
Good.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Guys, I'm glad I found you. Had a blast. See you next time. See you in 3 weeks.
Absolutely.
Great. Yes, I want to learn. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good night.
Jane, you can go pee now.
There's Kat. Bye, Kat.
Oh, yeah. Bye.
I didn't see Jenny.